हेलो एंड अस्सलाम वालेकुम गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। नाज़रीन, आज की वीडियो में बात करने लगा हूँ सिम्टम्स ऑफ यूरिनरी इनकंटीनेंस के बारे में। यूरिनरी इनकंटीनेंस क्या होती है, इसके काजेज़ क्या क्या हैं, सिम्टम्स क्या क्या हैं और इसका ट्रीटमेंट क्या क्या है, इस बारे में बात करूँगा। वीडियो प्रॉपरली स्टार्ट करने से पहले आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं या अभी तक आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया हो तो काइंडली चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर दें ताकि चैनल पर आने वाली नई से नई वीडियो की अपडेट आपको नोटिफिकेशन के थ्रू मिलती रहे। चलें नाज़रीन, वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं। Symptoms of urinary incontinence. Having urinary incontinence means you pass urine unintentionally. When and how this happens varies depending on the type of urinary incontinence you have. Although you may feel embarrassed about seeking help, it's a good idea to see your GP if you have any type of urinary incontinence. Common types of urinary incontinence. Around 9 in every 10 people with urinary incontinence have either stress incontinence or urge incontinence. Stress incontinence is when you leak urine when your bladder is put under extra sudden pressure. For example, when you cough, it's not related to feeling stressed. Other activities that may cause urine to leak include sneezing, laughing, heavy lifting exercise. The amount of urine passed is usually small, but stress incontinence can sometimes cause you to pass large amounts, particularly if your bladder is very full. Urge incontinence. Urge incontinence or urgency incontinence is when you feel a sudden and very intense need to pass urine and you are unable to delay going to toilet. There is often only a few seconds between the need to urinate and the release of urine. Your need to pass urine may be triggered by a sudden change of position or even by the sound of running water. You may also pass urine particularly when you reach orgasm. This type of incontinence often occurs as part of a group of symptoms called overactive bladder syndrome (OAB), which is where the bladder muscle is more active than usual. Less common types of urinary incontinence. Mixed incontinence. Mixed incontinence is when you have symptoms of both stress and urge incontinence. For example, you may leak urine if you cough or sneeze and also experience very intense urges to pass urine. Overflow incontinence. Overflow incontinence, also called chronic urinary retention, occurs when the bladder cannot completely empty when you pass urine. This causes the bladder to swell above its usual size. If you have overflow incontinence, you may pass small trickles of urine very often. It may also feel as though your bladder is never fully empty and you cannot empty it even when you try. Total incontinence. Total urinary incontinence that is severe and continuous is sometimes known as total incontinence. Total incontinence may cause you to constantly pass large amounts of urine even at night. Alternatively, you may pass large amounts of urine only occasionally and leak small amounts in between. Causes of urinary incontinence. Urinary incontinence occurs when the normal process of storing and passing urine is disrupted. This can happen for a number of reasons, and certain factors may also increase your chance of developing urinary incontinence. Some of the possible causes will lead to short-term urinary incontinence, while others may cause a long-term problem. The problem may be caused by damage during childbirth, particularly if the child was born vaginally rather than by cesarean section. Increased pressure on your tummy, for example, because you are pregnant or obese. Damage to the bladder or nearby area during surgery, such as the removal of the womb in women or removal of the prostate gland in men. Neurological conditions which affect the brain and spinal cord, such as Parkinson's disease or multiple sclerosis. Certain connective tissues disorders such as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Certain medications. आज की वीडियो में हमने बात की यूरिनरी इनकंटीनेंस के बारे में। ये क्या है, इसकी मुख्तलिफ टाइप्स क्या हैं, इसके काजेज़ क्या होते हैं और इससे किस तरह छुटकारा पाया जा सकता है। तो नाज़रीन, उम्मीद है आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी होगी। मज़ीद ऐसी वीडियोस देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर दें ताकि चैनल पर आने वाली नई से नई वीडियो की अपडेट आपको मिलती है। चलें नाज़रीन, दीजिए इजाज़त, मिलते हैं नई वीडियो में नए टॉपिक के साथ। अल्लाह निगहबान।